then let's go on to the makeup. So I always like to do my eye makeup before I put any other makeup on. That way if I make a mess, it's, you know, not gonna give me dark circles. So the first thing I do is curl my lashes, and I'm looking in a mirror here because my iPad's a little far away from me to see this close work. So I do my eyelashes first, and then I like to prime my lids with cream contour. So this is from my Seint palette, and amber is our lightest contour, and this will just neutralize the red and purple in my eyelids, and it is just the most perfect texture to kind of hang on to the shadows so that they'll go on smoothly and they'll last all day. So you don't have to buy any kind of separate primer. And I put a little bit underneath also, just to help any shadows or liner I put on to stick there. So I'm using that as a primer. My skin's on the pale side, and this area here tends to be quite white, and I don't like this to be highlighted. So with deep set eyes, if you have anything shimmery here or you highlight this part of your eye, it's going to highlight this part and not this part, not your eyeball. And you want this part to be highlighted. So I'm trying to basically neutralize this. I don't want this showing up in any way. When you're younger, you can get away with putting darker colors and being more playful here. I find as I've aged, if I put too much dark stuff up here, I just look gaunt and, you know, not very good. So I keep this kind of a mid-tone matte. So I only put matte stuff above my lid to the brow. I have my Seint eyeshadow palette here, and I have two different brushes. This is the shadow brush. It has a nice fluffy end here that's great for putting colors on subtly, and it's really good for blending. It has a pencil end that does more detail work. And then I also really like this smudge brush. This end makes my shadow look more subtle, and this end gives me more of a punch. So for this area here, I'm gonna dip in, I'm gonna use my smudge brush to a color called Mama, and it's just a matte, sort of rosy tone. I'm just gonna do one eye so this doesn't take forever. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put that all over. So I'm going all the way up to the brow, to my lid, and even underneath. So this is just gonna kind of cut down on that shine and highlight, and I like that. I wanna go in with a deeper color, and I'm not going to put it on the crease. So a lot of people will put a darker color in their crease because my eye is already so far back into my head. I don't want that crease itself to look any deeper. And a lot of people with deep set eyes are really particularly deep in that inner crease, that inner corner. I don't even go there. So when I do a crease, I go above the crease, and I go from the outer corner to right about here. I stop. I don't go all the way to the inner. I stop kind of at the edge of my iris. I'm gonna use this color. It's sort of a dusky purple. It's called Midnight, and I'm gonna use the pencil end of my brush. And what I'm gonna do is, let's see if I can, it's good to keep your eye open when you do this. If you close your eyes and do your eyeshadow, it's gonna look different when you open it. So keep your eyes open, and I'm gonna dot it along the place where I want it. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth like a windshield wiper. And I really love these brushes because they're long and they're very soft and smooth, and they blend really well. So that's above my crease, and it gives me a nice definition right there. And then I can take the fluffy end and just make sure there's no harsh edge, just sort of blending it up. I like a little shimmer on my lid. Even though I'm older, I love shimmer. It makes me look alive. It brings attention to my eyes. I just don't put the shimmer above the lid. And I like to use a different brush for matte and one for shimmer because I don't want to accidentally get any shimmer up there. Another thing you can do is clean your brush. I keep a microfiber cloth, some instant brush cleaner. This one is Refresh from Sephora. Seint also makes one that people rave about. I haven't tried it yet, but it's on my list. You just spray it into the microfiber towel so you can see I have all this purple stuff, and then wipe it off. And pretty clean. And if I keep going, it'll be all the way clean. So this is a good way to clean your brushes quickly in between, like every time you do your makeup or every couple of days. So back to my lid. I'm gonna go in with this color Sabrina. It's just a pale shimmer. And I'm gonna put it in the inner corner and halfway across my lid. And I'm gonna let that go into my crease too because I want my crease to jump out. And I like a little shimmer right under my iris. And if I make a mess, I usually have a Q-tip to clean it up. I don't have one. These little wedgie sponges are fabulous for working around the eyes. So I have that little shimmer here, like that. And I'm gonna go back in with that color Midnight on the outer corner. So I'm going back to the brush I originally used, and I'm gonna place a little bit outer corner only. And then blend that up into the line I created before. So this is really simple. I don't do a lot of super difficult eye techniques. Put a little bit of shadow underneath. And I pretty much stick to the outer quarter of my eye. I don't go all the way under because having a lot of dark stuff under my eyes doesn't help me. And I could go in with a brighter purple here, just for a little more drama. So this is sort of an eyeliner brush. I'm gonna dip into that purple, and I'm gonna go right along the lash line here, about halfway from the middle out to the end. And then underneath, again, just the outer quarter of my eye. And that adds a little more pop. And then I'm gonna go with eyeliner. So sometimes if I'm just walking the dog, going to yoga, and I wanna be quick, I would use eyeshadow as my liner. But I really like this Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Empire. This is my everyday instead of black. It's sort of a deep purple color. I have green eyes, so purple really makes green eyes pop. It's also good for blue eyes or anybody that just needs to lay off the dark black because you've gotten older and it looks too harsh. All right, so I do my upper line very close to my lashes. I never do that top lining thing because I have very sensitive eyes, but I just try to stay close to the lashes, and I find as I've aged, a thin line is a lot better than a big thick line. And on the bottom, just that corner. Sometimes I'll go halfway. We'll do that today. Halfway. And I'll just turn that up just a bit. So I hope you can see this. And then last step is mascara. And I'm using Thrive, which will never ever smear. It has pretty good length. Another tubing mascara I like is Blink. So this mascara is brown. I've kind of switched to brown mascara in the last couple of years. And some companies make a brown that I really like. Benefit, I just stabbed myself in the eye. Okay, well, that is not, doesn't make a great video, but I'm gonna take a tissue and just wipe that up quickly. See, this is why I don't put my makeup on. All right, so I need a spoolie so I can fix the mascara before it dries. So that's another lesson, talking and not looking at what you're doing while you're putting mascara on is a very bad idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over that part again. And maybe just a smidge more mascara. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, so there is my deep set eye look. And I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on. I'm gonna do my other eye and I'm gonna come back. Okay, I'm back and I have both of my eyes done and the rest of my makeup. So ask me any questions you might have about the face yoga or deep set eyes or anything else. I'd be happy to help you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.